Hello and welcome to this second part of the blog post series on the HR Copilot Studio application. So before we dive in, a short agenda. I will give you a brief intro and overview in case you missed the first part. Then we will have a look at the holiday section, and then I will give you a short summary and outlook. So first, let's start with the intro. So in the first part, we had a look at business travel and how the bot can help us, or the Copilot can help us with business travel. And we basically integrated this Copilot Studio application in a Power App. And today we will have a look at holidays and how the system or the Copilot can help us with holidays. So what I'm doing is the following. I integrated here the HR bot in my Power App. And on the right hand side, as before, I have here some questions. Why? Because it's simpler to copy and paste this into the chat window rather than typing it. And then the users also get an idea what they have to enter. So for the public holidays that I want to ask here, I use a website, a public website that has an API. And then I can ask questions for the holidays in different countries. Not all countries are covered here, but we will have a look at this later. And then I have here a calculation, how many days of holidays are left. Because that's important. I mean, if I know when is the public holiday, where can I have maybe some longer weekends or something, then I need to know how much is left. And then the last thing is here an application that is started if you click on the button here, and that's from Reza. So if you want to know how to build this or how to get the same app that we will check out later on, have a look at his YouTube video. Okay, and that's it for the intro. Now let's go to my demo system and have a look at how all of this works together. Okay, and I'm now here in my Power App, and today we will investigate this holiday section. So what you saw on the PowerPoint is basically now here available live. So I can just paste the question here. Of course, you can ask the holidays, the public holidays for other countries. Then you just have to ask for the other countries. I will quickly show you the website where I get this information from. So here I know the public holidays now in my home country, Germany. And the next thing is, okay, I need to know what are the holidays that I have left. So I just put that here, and now you will see that the system will ask me for a text. I will explain you why it looks like that and why it does not ask me for my username. So I say David. Now I play the role of David. And now it will go to a SharePoint site, calculate how many days I have left. So in my case, 26. And I can say, okay, 26 is good. So let's apply for another holiday. And here we open this application. If I click on that, then I'm logged in with my system admin. Because that's my session, but that's not what I want. So what I want is, I want actually to play the role of David. So let me switch the sessions here. So that's David. And if he goes to the home page, then he sees his holiday that he has entered. And now let's create a new request. So let's say holiday 4. I say I need a vacation, need some time off, and let's say what's a good day? Maybe 1st February, just a single day. So let's click that here, and then if I click submit request, then a record will be created on SharePoint. Of course, there are a 2-step approval process behind. That's something we are not interested in. Because it will take me and switch. It will require me to switch sessions. That's not what I want to do. What I would rather do is I would like to come back here. So now let's say David logs in again, and asks, okay, hey, what's the holiday that I have left? And then if the calculation and everything works correctly, then we should see 1 day less compared to what we saw before. So it asked me for a text, which is actually a username. David. So, and now we should see hopefully 1 day less. let's wait for the calculation. Yeah, and now you see we have only 25 days left. Yeah. Okay, so now after this demo, let's now have a look at how I set this up. Yeah, and for that reason, I go first into my Copilot Studio. So here, that's my Copilot, and I start here with the topics and plugins. So the first topic or plugin that we used with dynamic chaining, yeah, is the public holidays. Yeah. So what did I use here? Well, it's basically a flow that is triggered behind. It's this flow. And what I want to do is I want to calculate the public holidays for a specific country. I have to provide the year and the 2-digit country code. Yeah? I will explain you shortly why. And then I get the holiday back. Yeah? So let's have a look at this flow. Yeah? So here's the flow. It starts with the year and the 2-digit country code. And then it makes a HTTP call to this website. Yeah? What is this website? Well, it's this one here. Yeah? You can see here the API. And then it has holidays for some countries, not for all in the world, but for some. So that's basically what I get from this HTTP connection. And then I prepare the data, put it in a variable, and then give it back as a kind of list that you saw in the bot. So very simple HTTP call triggered by a flow, and yeah, included in the conversation by our bot. Now the second thing is the holiday calculation. Yeah? For that, I also have here a plugin, remaining holidays. So how does it work? Once again, it uses a flow. You will see this shortly. So this is the flow, remaining holidays. And here I gave a description. And what I did not do very well, and that's why you saw this strange, what is your text, is this description here. Yeah? I just put in username, hey, enter your username. That's not very good. So the bot does not really know that I want to have the full name of the user. Yeah? So I would have to adjust this actually. Yeah? But I wanted to show you how things look like. Yeah? And then the output is then basically the number of holidays that are left. Yeah? So how did I do that? Let's check out this second flow. Yeah, that's my second flow. I hand over the username. Then I get items from my SharePoint list. So that's a SharePoint list, where I have here the different holidays that were requested. And then at the end, I have a column to calculate the days. So the system takes this from the side, iterates over the days, calculates it, and hands it back to the user and says, okay, you have 25 days or whatever left. So that's how this second plugin works and returns the holidays for the user. Of course, the last thing that we saw in the Power App is this app from Reza. If you check out the website from Reza, you can download this app and then just leverage it. So you will basically get this kind of login. There's a description what you have to do. So check out this website and then you know how to make use of it. Because I was just too lazy, to be honest, to rebuild all of that with the approval and all of the things behind. So that's a very easy way to get an integration of public holiday information, calculate the number of holidays that you have left, and then you are directly able to submit your holiday request. Okay, now let's go back to my PowerPoint for some closing remarks and an outlook. So after this demo, let's have a look at what we are doing next time. So in the third part, we will have a look at sickness and the working time regulations. And we will make use of a SharePoint page this time and a German language PDF document that we use to ask questions in a different language against. So next time we will cover sickness and working time at the same time, because the techniques are similar to what I showed you before. But for today, I would like to thank you for watching and listening. And as usual, if you have questions or comments, just send me a message or leave a comment. Thanks again, and till next time.